I started having trouble sleeping because my mind would start going pretty crazy, and it got to a point where I would go out for like a late night drive, and there was a lookout near campus that I'd just go and kind of listen to music and sometimes message mum or something because she knew that I wasn't sleeping. So she'd text me at 1, 2, or 3 in the morning, and sometimes we'd get a reply. But so I'd go have a drive, kind of thanks to my teammate Caden. He would always lend me his car because I didn't have one over there. But that kind of started being my outlet. If I couldn't sleep, I'd just go for a drive and most of the time come back feeling better and kind of more relaxed. But it got to a point where I didn't sleep for 2 nights and at all, and I'm still shocked how I was able to function at school and practice. But on that third night, I went out for a drive as normal, just couldn't sleep, and there was a bridge that I always cross to go to the lookout, and this night I didn't kind of plan it for the days before, but I kind of saw it and I kind of made the decision that I was just going to drive off it.
Wow.
Luckily, I had my phone holder with my phone on it near the steering wheel, and just out of the blue, my mum messaged me. It was a very random message. I think that I was probably 10 seconds away from the bridge, and she messaged me, and it kind of got my focus on something else, and I pulled over and looked at it because in my head some way I thought she knew what I was doing, but it was purely a random text message. And the fact that she knew I wasn't sleeping in the past couple of weeks and she could message me and I might be awake saved my life. And I pulled over and kind of stopped there for 15 minutes and just kind of cried and let everything out by myself. And as relieved as I was at the time to get the message, I was also scared because I didn't really think I could have those thoughts about suicide. Like, I always kind of thought, oh yeah, I want this to be over and whatnot, but I'd never thought I would have the ability to almost kind of go through with it. So after that next morning, I realized that I needed to seek some help and called up the school's psychologist and booked an appointment that day, luckily, and went and had I think it was an hour and a half appointment. And the whole time, that was really the first time that I laid everything out. Obviously, the good thing about psychologists and therapists are that I find that because they don't know you, they don't, like, there's no judgment or anything. And that's why I never really opened up to anyone else before, because I always thought there was going to be a judgment. Because if you look at my life on paper, I know there's hundreds, thousands of people that wish they could have done what I've done and be where I am today even. And why should I complain about those things? But in my opinion, that's where people have it wrong, and that's generally what happens. The more successful you get, or the more places you get to travel, it creates another element and more things to kind of have those mental health problems.